Yes! Hello! Welcome everyone. Part 2 of the weird little improvised painting stream because I didn't finish Monday and I didn't want what I was painting Monday. Have we got all chat up and stuff out?
Yeah.
There we go. Hi, Lee. What you saying? How you all? I love Archnin. Morning, Archnin. You're right, bro. So...
Half morning.
Yeah.
It is for some people.
Well, it's kind of like the start of our day. Hey, Kai. Kai?
Hey.
Hi, B. You right, baby? Yeah, so I'm a little bit sun-shocked today, I think. I think I'm a little bit behind. But yeah, cool sign. What are you saying, babe? You can't have nothing today. I'm broke now. Lucky winner of... I mean, what a perfect name,
Yeah,
actually,
exactly,
with Lucky,
right.
innit? Lucky call sign. Your parcel is coming, addressed to Lucky call sign, right? So just tell the postman to hand it over. Solitaire, what you saying? So we're carrying on with my crazy psychedelicalness, and it turned out all right. Who knew? If you just chuck a load of paint at something, you get art. Making it up as I go along from the dawn of time. I have some ships to fly on our streamers. Oh, did they arrive? Excellent. We'll have the stream playing, but I might not be watching because having a barbecue. Oh, don't worry, darling. You eat your food. You enjoy your food, and thank you for tuning in as always. So, shall we Tavern Wars? What are you saying, bro? How you doing, man? Shall we? Oh, that's why I'm called Lucky. That is why you're called Lucky. Right, so we are painting this bad boy. Okay, and all I've done while you've been away is I have started a little bit, but I haven't done it all. So I have put a wash in the mouth, and I use this stuff. I use Winsor & Newton Peat Brown. No, wait, Alex, it weren't that simple. I did mix it. I mixed it with some red, some Bale red, right? So 2 washes, and I got like this reddy brown. And I put a couple of glazes in its mouth, and I brought that out a little bit round the edge, and that went over the teeth, and all I did was go back over the teeth. Mr. Standard, a mouthwash, yes. Hi, Boba Fred, Commander Rex. It's tea time with Rasta. We should do that. We should get a little storybook. What were those books? It weren't Jack and Jill. What was it? You're too old for that.
Biff, Chip and Kipper.
Biff, Chip and Kipper? What, we in America? What's wrong with
What are
you?
you talking about, man? They were like serious books.
You lot, it would have been like Chardonnay and
No.
something else.
Oh,
Right, so, and good night. Jude and I are heading out for a long walk, beauty day. Yeah, we've already done our beautiful walk. We do it during the day with the dogs. So, I have put a wash on it, and I started to introduce some green washes as well, just round where we had all the green, and kind of going into the purple. I might have done a bit of purple as well, I think. But we're going to get to that, because I haven't done this side, right? So I'm going to show you what I did. Sif Panda, what are you saying? I want to do some more to this eye, like Captain Rex said. I know what you're talking about, and you're right, it does need it. And then I'm going to do a couple of washes and a couple of bits. And, Kay, for you, man, Tartan James, what are you saying? Coming to you live from the tube station. So many people are ignoring the lockdown. Yeah, he's at Walthamstow Central. Yeah. So, wicked. I'm glad you're there, and I'm not, James. I've got to be completely honest. So I'm going to do a few washes. Oh yeah, Kai, remember you were like... Kay. So Kay, remember you said, oh my God, he's not painting Wolf Grey. So just for you, I did the base in blue, Wolf Grey and white. Just so that you had your favourite colour. It does look a bit like it's coming out of like a smoke, right?
This pad doesn't secure the shot.
No, look, so it's going to go on a base like that eventually. So it'll look like it's popping out of some ethereal smoke. I don't know. This is for you guys who are going to be playing D&D. I will be giving this away on stream, actually. So if you like it, you can win it. It's cooler. Right, let's do some painting. Because I'm going to finish it, Lee. You're not going to beat me. It might take me 2 shows, but I'm still going to finish it. Rasta finishes 2 things on stream. Breaking news. Seriously. Right.
Yeah.
Right, let's start with what I've done already. So I've got some of this stuff. I haven't got all the colours Lee's got. I thought I had this magenta ink, but it was clearly some sort of leftover psychedelic memory I have from about 20 years ago when I was painting. You missed the fail big time on my stream last night. What happened, bro? What happened? What happened? What happened? Fill me in, Lee.
Maybe you did a 45-minute chatting segment and didn't finish.
Shut up, Alex. So this is what I used. I'm going to use this Corellia green shade because it says green, right? That's how colourblind people work. And I've used some green, so this must work.
I mean, it's blue-green.
Huh?
It's blue-green, but it works.
Is it blue-green?
Yeah.
Well, I've used purples, so that makes sense, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So just concentrate on like that right edge on the green, and you can bring this, I want this wash to go in, but then moisten your brush and soften the ink into this. We don't want to like kill these really poppy greens, but we do want to kind of bring in this green into some of these purples. So that's all we're doing. So unifying the fact that we've got these massive standoffs. And if we've had any kind of little blowback with the airbrush, you can get rid of it like this as well, because you're adding in some dark. Full speed Rasta wasn't a foul, Lee, just drying time. What happened?
So
Full Rasta speed.
He
Oh,
said the tank just didn't work out. It was
he's trying to do a
2 hours, but only got the turret done.
he's trying to do a whole tank in 2 hours.
Yeah.
Not everything in life can be done in 2 hours, Lee. I love you, but even at your special painting skill, some things are just big jobs. And 2 hours is really not that much time when you think about stuff. So as you can see, this is all I'm doing. I'm blending in some of this green into these purple areas and softening it out, right? So it's not loads and loads of ink we're smashing on here, just little bits. And what you don't see is I keep taking the brush away, putting it in my mouth and cleaning off the excess. And I shouldn't. Should use a pot of whatever. But it's too late for me now, kids. Damage is done.
He said it can be done in 2 hours, just the paint wouldn't dry. And I got a bit trigger happy at times.
Oh, Lee. Sometimes you've got to try the way of the slowness. I'd like to see what you could achieve if you did one. I bet it'd be ridiculously good.
A whole ancient story about, a rabbit and a tortoise, right?
A rabbit and a tortoise.
Yeah.
Oh, I like it, Al. You're getting all philosophical on us. Don't start using big words on my stream, yeah?
I'm not gonna.
This is a Cockney stream. So you can start to see what that green's doing, right? Just popping in there a little bit. And you can go back and darken bits down as you wish. Okay, so I've got a little bit around it I need to do. Let me move.
You get uncomfortable.
I was just sat at a bit of an angle. You can see what it does, right? It just pops in that little bit of the correct dark. Just adds a load of detail in. And just try and feed it into certain points.
Lee says, I think my list is going to surprise a few people tonight.
Have you translated the Orabesh on those ships, Lee? I'm not sure which ones I sent you. I'm pretty sure I sent you one that's like my personal ship. He's going to go and translate the Orabesh now. He's like, what? Alright, so that's enough with the green for a minute. Now what I did as well on this side, so I got some Wolf Grey, just for you. What is it, K or Kai? I forget. Ow, K. I like calling him Kaido.
Just came like half an hour ago. And we've been...
Oh, right, okay. Really? So, a little bit of wolf grey on my palette. I know it's air paint, but it's really warm. And I'm using kind of a big brush because this is not super detail. What are we going to do on those bits is just catch the edge a little bit on a couple of them. Well, on most of them. I'm going to actually touch a bit of white. Did the fly that just flew across my face get caught on camera? Because that would have been amazing.
No.
Right?
But it did just do a ring.
And my usual little bit of... So it's a really high highlight. Just to be a bit... Because this is really cartoony.
Mm-hmm.
So I can put a few little bits of detail. You see what I'm doing?
It really works.
Right, you see what I'm doing now. So we did Captain Rex's glorious idea. I really enjoyed having you all part of like the colour choices, and we're definitely going to do some more mad stuff as we get into this. It was really enjoyable experience for me, and it felt like you guys had a bigger part in what I was doing, which was really nice from my point of view. Anyway, I don't really care if you guys loved it. I had a great time. So, not too much more to do. These are the bits that I didn't have time last time. These are all little bits that will make your work have a little bit more pop, a little bit more character. It's a bit like if you look at comic book art and you look at the way people use colour in line form, you know, to create just interest. Give it a story. Much of a hangover? Who's got much of a hangover?
I think he's asking, did you have much of a hangover after painting all of this on the stream?
I wasn't drunk. I hadn't taken anything. I know you all think I had. I was high on like exercise. Honestly, I'm like super healthy at the moment. My diet's amazing. I do so much exercise every day. I think I just found this new drug called, I don't know, adrenaline or what you get. What's that word, Al? Endorphins, that's it. They're great and they're free.
So you step in a foxhole.
Yeah, you know, that's why us old boys, you're like, why aren't you on your toes? Because I'm like, I don't want to fall down a foxhole. That's why. That's why I'm not on my toes. So you see the little bits right on the tip. Look at that. It just pops him out. Oh, did I miss that? I did. I missed that little bugger up there.
He's saying eating dolphins.
Eating dolphins?
Yeah.
Man. What? Eating dolphins? Oh, endorphins. Right, I understand. Don't eat dolphins, Lee. It's not good for dolphins when you eat them. They tend to not like it. There we go. Some nice little bits. Oh, and do you know what I did miss as I was doing it?
He says they're great with pineapple.
I'm coming up to see you next week, Lee, so be warned. Keep up this pineapple stuff.
I had a hangover. I had a double of gin first since Christmas.
Who was that?
Commander Rex.
Oh, bless him. Got to get you on the Kraken, Commander. Right, so all I'm going to do, a bit of white. I'm not cleaning my brush because I'm lazy.
But you already had white on it.
No, I had blue. I do need to clean my brush because something's affected that. Okay. So a little bit of just pure white. I did this on the other side and I'm literally just the tips. That's all I'm doing. That's all you need to do. Just reaffirms that point. Look at me being quiet and getting stuff done. Alex, this might be the future. One manic show where everyone thinks I've lost the plot, and then I just be quiet for the next one.
Lee says he's been drinking mead a lot, gives him a warm feeling inside remembering Vince.
Oh, don't. He's always with us, Vince. He'll never not be with us. So, that's it. Those are nice picked out. That green's kind of dried back in. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Right, so.
What are you selling? Fruit and veg?
Lovely, lovely.
Pound a bowl, pound a bowl.
Pound a bowl, sweetheart. Come get your tomatoes. Come on, babe. Oh, I've got a couple of melons for you, darling. Oh, yeah. Who's this? My chulo? My chulo? I can't pronounce that name. You got a TX and a U at the end of it. Jug and Tuxu. I'm not sure what you mean, my chulo. Right, let's do some more painting. Shall I smash that eye now? Let's do the eye. Shall I do the eye or do the glaze? I'll do a glaze first because the glaze can dry while I'm doing the eye. I thought about it. So I've got this Leviathan purple. Because it says purple, it must be purple. That's it. That is my colour theory, everyone. Let's hope it's the right colour. I'm using this bit of, because I want to see it. These are really old as well. That looks pretty purple. He says, not knowing what purple actually looks like. Does that look purple out?
Yeah, purple enough.
So I know, remember we did purple at the bottom, and I'm just going to smash this in.
Colour theory
with Rasta. In theory, it's a colour. Yeah, that is literally as far as my colour theory goes. If it says it's got it on the pot, the dark times, there were dark times, right, for me. Years ago, those of you that are old in this stream will remember that, like, we didn't have access to all the different fancy paints. It was mainly Games Workshop, right? Well, it was for me anyway, living in London. There weren't that much option right at the beginning. And the original Games Workshop paints used to come in like a box set, and they had the names of what they were on the box, but not actually on the paint. And that caused me some real problems in my life. Real problems where, yeah, the green and the brown got mixed up. So you can imagine the calamities that happened, because I knew there was a green in there and a brown in there.
Leather orcs with green badges.
Yep, they were leather orcs with green belts. It actually literally was. I come down, proud as punch, 13 years old, whatever it was. Yeah, Mum, look at this, look at this. Just fantastic, George, fantastic, she said. Those green belts really set it off. And I was like, you what? What do you mean green? They're brown belts, they're leather belts. No, darling, she went, they're green belts. Skin's brown. And I'm like, no! True story. No lie. So just some purple, enhancing those purples at the bottom. I'm going to, because Lee sent me one of his amazing dry brushes. They really are good. At the end, we're doing a little bit of dry brushing just to pull out a few bits. Right, so now at the top, I want it a bit more blue. So my idea is I've got some blue wash as well. Right, we got some blue here, and at the top is kind of purpley blue, right? So if we add some blue to purple, surely we get the right colour, yeah?
Before you go crazy, right?
What?
You know that's a glaze, right?
I don't care what it says on the pot. It doesn't own me, Alex. I've added some liquid to that. Does that look bluey now?
Yeah.
It looks more blue, doesn't it?
Very blue.
Does it look very blue? Let's add a bit more of that back in then. There's a bluey purple. Yeah. Right, and that's quite watery. I like that.
Rattler says he'll send you a miniature bottle of Dead Man's Finger rum. With that other item, it's not cracking, but it's good.
Oh, I'll have a go at that.
And he says coat the arms.
I'm not sure what he means. I like it.
B is translated for you.
My chulo. Ah, love you, B. Thank you, darling.
Did you know all those sets had the colour There's names moulded into the base insert.
Yeah, but what of the package in it coming?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, like I've never going to take 2 out at once. No, I didn't. So as I get to the tentacles, I don't want to kill the pink too much with this.
Coat to arms is an old school paint.
Oh, okay. Well, I was only a youth. We only knew about 1 or 2 shops. I'm cleaning my brush off and then just getting some water to soften that as it goes up. Because I don't want to kill that bright pink.
They made all the paint for GW back then.
Ah. Who's that, Lee?
Yeah.
Font of knowledge, isn't he?
He is. Knows everything.
He pays way more attention than me. I'm very envious of Lee's paint collection. Lee has all the paint. No, seriously, you've never been to Lee's. I've been to Lee's. He has all the paint.
Well, it seems like any time anybody on the planet discusses paint, Lee's like,
oh, I've done that.
Did you mean
been
this
there.
one?
Yeah.
You tried this one? It's good. Lee is the perfect person to have around while you're painting. Lee says he likes his paint.
Good artist likes a bit of paint. They know the taste. Like I have a paint. I've told you this. My oranges, my airbrush oranges, have got a specific smell. I can tell, and I can taste certain colours. Is that weird? There is a bit in it.
Maybe that's it. That's how you learn.
Taste the rainbow.
You were just tasting
the rainbow. I am the Skittles giraffe. It's like scratch and sniff, but not quite.
Yeah. All paint has a taste.
Yep. And my brush is in my mouth all the time. I know it shouldn't be. I know it's not health and safety, but I'm just going to do what I want. So
GW washes seem to taste horrific.
The washes are not great.
No. I sold off all of my paints when I moved from Ireland to the US and I've started amassing the collection again. That's Archnin. The only one not to taste is smelly primer and foundation products. Tastes like rotten egg. Oh god.
That's alright to just dot a little bit of it about. I'm sure he would have. I'm liking that.
You've just opened an account and will be selling Vallejo soon.
Who's that, Lee?
Yeah.
Very nice. I shall be purchasing some Vallejo from you, Lee. Okay. Okay, you're going to let that dry, and then I'll lift out some of those scales with a dry brush. All right. So let's crack on with this eye a little bit. Let me get this out of the way before I end up with purple hand. That's an actual disease. 30 minutes. 30 minutes. Do you see what can be achieved when I only talk for 50% of the time? Right. We're going to do something with this eye. And I know what Captain Rex was kind of talking about. It needs like a pupil. So we got a leather brown.
Man, Rex is asking how much of the Vallejo range is Lee going to be selling.
Let's start with this. So all I'm going to try and do at the moment is just decide. Don't worry, just bear with me, yeah? I've got an idea. We'll see if it works. If it doesn't, this will be a really big fail on stream. Because that eye was airbrushed originally. Just a warning, ladies and gentlemen, I can hear the murmurings of one of next door's Barneys. Okay, so if you hear shouting, screaming, it's nothing to do with my household. It is the buckets that live next door. Bouquets, sorry, that live next door. I already like that brown. And then I'm going to actually try and give it like
Yeah, no, I feel it.
iris lines.
Yeah, there you go. Captain Rex just threw it out. That's what I had in mind.
Captain Rex is responsible for a large part of this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab...
See, originally I thought you were going to do the eye the other way. Like the Eye of Sauron.
I don't know what that's like. I can't remember. It's been a while since I watched it. So I'm getting a tiny bit of darker brown. And I will be cleaning this up in a minute. Don't worry as we're going. And I just want to... Wow, it was really scary and in your face then. Ah, sorry. I didn't pay any attention to that. So it's really warm and my paint is genuinely drying on me really fast. Atmospherics do genuinely affect your paint. Can you guys see what I'm doing?
No.
So I was just creating these lines across. Don't worry about going on the black. Alright, and I'm not going outside my dark line.
Johnny Cannon says evening.
Evening, Mr. Canone. Right, so we got some darks in. Then we'll go back to, let's get a bit of this yellow as a highlight. We'll go back to that original brown. Alright, and we'll add in a touch of yellow. Just, let me get a bit more of it. Where is it? There it is. And we add in a bit of yellow. And then we'll start doing some... It doesn't matter about going onto the black because we'll clean that right at the end. So we're getting those light. It's going to be brighter right in the centre next to the actual pupil in the end. And we're not done yet. We'll add in some more. So don't be too fussed about where this is going. Like, you don't need to go back in between the lines. We're just going to create some colour variance and give the impression. So I add in some more yellow and now just stick towards the centre. And kind of fewer. Oh my god, did you hear that? What's she knowing about? Something just happened in her series.
Nah, that was more of a Fortnite betrayal, Minecraft falling down a hole, no.
Oh, was it one of those no's?
Disgruntled show, no.
Right.
Lisa, to show you this is what you said, no.
What is it? Crack? You selling crack, Lee? You can't sell crack, mate. It's not allowed.
Yeah. I thought it was going to be a mad comic book.
So like yellow right in the centre. You see what I'm doing, right? Like all jaggedy. Leaving those lights, those different colours. So you see with that, we've got some nice colour going on. Let's add a little bit, touch more yellow. One more go. Just to right up that centre point. So when we put that black back on. Because this thing's meant to look insane, right?
This is mental.
Right, let's get some black to clean it, and then I'm going to give it some veins as well.
On the floor, yeah.
What, baby?
Don't worry.
Scarlett's in the house.
Yeah.
Now I've got loads of Nuln oil. I just don't use it.
It's like the only paint that I owned.
Sorry, I've got to keep my mouth shut when I'm doing this stuff. I actually hold my breath. Speaking makes me wobble. Do you think I'm joking now? I actually time my breath.
It's the closest.
No, it's kind of trying to cut a cucumber with a palette knife.
It was the
It
closest.
is
It
why.
was the closest thing to me. I just thought it would work.
So let's get some crazy colour. What's this, Alex?
I don't know.
Lichen. Is that purple?
Purple. Dark purple.
Let's get some of that. It's an air paint. It's like gloop. This. It's always been like that. I've never used it in an airbrush. So, okay, now this could go really wrong as well. Ready for another Rasta fail? It has happened. Sorry, I'm just testing. Oh, you can't see. I'm sorry for being off camera. So when I'm trying to paint freehand, I'm always rolling my brush because brushes work like a tool. This part feeds your tip, and then I'm always checking my paint consistency. Is it wet enough for me? Is it where I want it yet? Consistency is really important with what you're doing, especially when you're doing stuff like this. So that's what I'm doing. You're not seeing me doing. And when I'm happy with how my brush is loaded, that's when I'll go in. Just where am I going with this? So I'm going to think about this like a piece of lightning, same way I would. I start to see what I'm doing. I don't know if any of you have ever watched the tutorials I do where I paint lightning. Get some purple right in that. Nice bloodshot. Can you see?
Captain Rex says don't do too much.
No, that's it. That's all it needs. Listen, I am not, trust me, I know when to stop. It's cooler, that's wicked, man.
Master Rex show now.
And it's not much, it's mooch.
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 Mooch. It's the best way to say that word. So I used to paint Trumpelay decorating, which was like broken colour effects and wood graining.
Real rich people stuff.
Yeah, real rich people stuff. So this has a little bit of that where you kind of learn to roll the brush and you get an organic jump, which you don't get when you just use the tip. I'm almost turning the brush slightly and it creates the hop over. That's it. And that little bit of purple, I'm just going to just run that on the edge. So I've really watered it. Look, can you see how watery it is? Look how watery it is. Just right on the edge. Just that little stressy. There you go, that's better, isn't it? That's a better eye. No, it needs a highlight on the black. And the black's not right yet. The black's not quite the right shape. Hold on.
Outstanding.
And now just a spot of my favourite colour because it's always in my palette. Shut up.
Warcry is back again.
Wolf Grey returns.
He says it looks pretty sweet.
Nice eye. So much better than it was.
Does that mean you're going to have to go and do it?
No, Alex.
Well,
No, that's crazy talk. Right? That's crazy talk right there, going to do it to all the other ones. Because the other ones are just like, you know, like the Medusa's hair.
Yeah.
They're not really the thing you need to worry about. So a little bit of detail added to it's really brought it out. Okay, so our wash is getting dry as well. I just need to fix this pupil because it's a bit wide. And we used green, didn't we, Alex?
He says he agrees with me. I think he just wants to win. Yeah. Speed competition.
What's this? He wants me to paint them all.
Yeah.
So this and white, wasn't it? I need some white. See, I can't see how that colour is green. It's just so yellow.
Wait, no, whoa, 1 second. Which green did you use?
Livery green.
Yeah, no, cool, you good.
It says green,
it
Alex.
Looks very yellow from here. Death revived.
Hello, Mark. Okay, that's better. Happy. What?
He's just seen that you've painted the eye.
You like it? Just a bit of fun, dude. Just having a bit of fun. Just making stuff up as we're going along.
12 hours work.
No, get out. Stop, Lee. 12 hours work. You've just watched me do it. Sorry. I'm just with this same little bit of yellow. Yellowy white or greeny white, whatever it is.
It's a bit of both, man. Mark says he thinks he needs one.
You can win it next week, dude. I'm pretty sure I'll be giving this away on stream, so tune in.
Lucky call sign.
Lucky call. Tune in and watch Lucky Call Sign win it.
Well, or look at that eye. Everybody seems to be appreciating the eye.
Right, I'm not going too mad with this stuff. Because where are we at? Okay, I'm getting there, 45 minutes. Okay, let's rein myself in. Okay, so that's the eye. Glaze is done. I tidied up the thingy bobs. The pupils that I wanted to tidy up. I've got my glaze on. It's... What? It will go well with Lucy's Mountain of Loot. Right, so... I've got a couple of bits on.
He said he meant lucky.
Ah.
Right, there was like she's banned.
No, she's not. Don't you dare.
Give it like another year and she can open up a museum, like a little art museum.
She can start making a living.
Yeah, exactly.
Babe, you know they sell for really good money on eBay. You could just every week win one. You never need to work again. Okay, so where are we? We've done that. Before we go any further, let's do a little bit of Lee's Magic Dry Brushing. So now these brushes are from Lee. Lee sells them. And they're amazing. I agree with you, Lee. They are amazing. These are really nice brushes. They're really controlled. Dry brushing works in...
Wow. Look at that.
Yeah, everything's for sale, beer chair. Everything's for sale. Lucy wins more than... Lucky wins more. That's not how you spell lucky. That's... Yeah, but Lucky does win more than Ulfric. Ulfric is... even when he wins stuff, he gives it to people. So... What did we do at the top? It was like a bluey pinky colour. So let's get a bit of blue and a bit of pink. Do you see how my brain works, Alex?
Yeah, no, I see it.
Right, so I just get the colours and I'll smash them on a palette and I smash my brush into both of them and I hope that if I keep repeating smash, something good will happen. There you go, bluey pink. It's a bit too... I want a bit of wolf grey in it.
You're going Bob Ross, huh?
I am going Bob Ross.
It's just...
I've gone Bob Ross.
Yeah, just slap a bit of this in it.
Slap a bit of that bit of titanium white. Sorry. For those of you that have not acquainted yourselves with the delights that is Bob Ross, please go and watch some Bob Ross. Have a drink and watch some Bob Ross. Or whatever your fancy is, right? So we do the raffles, B, and you have to enter them. I do it normally on a Monday, we give stuff away. I'll explain it all to you on the phone later. Ooh, that went a bit heavy. That was my fault.
Bob Ross is a legend.
Bob Ross is amazing.
What's happened to you, man? You're dry brush.
Huh?
You're dry brushing, you're finishing projects, like, you're out of control.
So I'd like to tell you all about something that's out of control in this house at the moment. Alex is known throughout the western reaches and the outer rim for being somewhat of a reprobate, right? And he's held this title for years and worn it proudly, if truth be told. But the other day, ladies and gentlemen, there was a real disturbance in the force. What happened was Alex woke up in the morning and this reprobate woke up, he had breakfast. Then he had lunch, and he went to work, and he came back, and then he had dinner. He had 3 square meals. He's basically become middle class, everyone. He's no longer the man we all admire. Nanny Bot has lost the plot. He's going to get a nice pair of comfortable chinos soon, aren't you, Alex? And a nondescript t-shirt.
Cool. Oh, I'm going to skip dinner and stab the neighbour.
He's going to, yeah, Alex, he's going to balance everything out. He's going to skip tonight's dinner and stab our next door neighbour. Balance is restored, Alex.
Yeah.
I pay for your internet, Lucky. You can't discipline your child on my stream, Rattler. You have to. If you want to discipline your child on my stream, you have to pay, I'm afraid. So I'm adding some white. And then just because that little bit of white just brightens up the tips of them. few bits out. Yeah, we're getting there now, boy. Right.
These brushes are amazing.
One day Ulfric will really want a prize and just drown everyone on raffle entries. Absolutely. Honestly, if Ulfric really wants something, Ulfric will surpass the whole raffle system. I don't think you guys understand. Right. So we've got a dry brush, we've got the washes. We're not far off done, you know, everyone, if I'm trying to do this speed business. So what I'm going to do, Al,
yeah.
have you got some pictures handy?
Of what?
I don't know, because I need to varnish this. I thought you might chuck a picture of something pretty up. Or shall I? I just want to varnish it so I can do some technical stuff to it. Right, because I want to use blood for the blood god, and I want to use some gloss varnish, and then we're going to be done, and we're going to unify stuff. We're going to be done. I'm well ahead of time. I can talk for half an hour at the end. This will be great. I'll be back. I'm going to varnish. Al's going to try and find a picture. This is Nanny Bot's job now. Okay, my darlings, I'm back. I might need to do a second little bit, but so what I want to do, because I got this ready, I want to stick it to this. This is just the base that I painted black and I sprayed with like a gloss varnish, right? Because I wanted it to stand out a little bit. Good super glue. Army paint is fine. Where's my toothpick? Okay, that's going to take a minute to dry. So what I'm going to do is I want some gloss on the eyeballs and I want some blood for the blood god on the mouth, right? Which is like this technical paint. Let's do the gloss first while that glue's just drying. I haven't got a lot of this left, but I think there's just enough to finish this model. Lee, I'm out of gloss varnish, man. When you get some, look, look at, it's just bubbles. It's just like, you know, when you're at the end of the fairy liquid.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get a half decent sized brush for this. So this is Vallejo gloss varnish. Trick with all varnishes, especially glosses, is probably to add a little bit of water to thin them and do multiple coats. If you try and do it thick, it dries on the brush.
What? That's crazy.
What?
GW have a new non-sticky super glue that stays wet until you shine UV on it.
Okay, what? And we've all got UV lights, have we?
Well, I guess they'll sell a GW paint glue setter or something. Look like a bolt gun.
So this first coat, I don't mind a bit of the gloss kind of coming onto the eyelid because this is meant to be like this glowy eye. And the gloss is like the technical stuff that you add to your models at the end. Your finishes really change things. So most varnishes will unify your finishes. So where you've got all your inks and that and they're shining, that tends to knock that back. But then you can put in, like gloss really does change a finish on something. Especially when you do 3 or 4 thin coats and it goes super glossy. You can see it like it reflects the light and you want that. And it's just simple things. So that's coat 1 of the gloss. I'm not going to go back over it straight away. I'll keep doing it. I've got it there. While we're doing that, I'll get the blood for the blood god. So this is technical paint and this was introduced to me by Alex and it's messy stuff. Where's it gone?
I lost it again, I think.
I lose everything, dude. That's brown red. There it is. It's alright. It's because I sprayed white on it. That's why. It's like, look it. I'll show you with a toothpick. Look at this. Alex, someone asked me a question then. Look.
Oh, yeah, 2 people have, but you were talking.
Alright, well, you could just ask me. You can interrupt me. It's really thick, gloopy stuff.
So, Rattler is asking if you've heard anything about Gaslands. Because he thinks that you'd enjoy making Matchbox cars.
Oh,
Mad
man.
Max.
I'd love to do some of that stuff. Hold on, let me get a brush for this.
And Death Revive is making a proxy Blood Bowl team at work for Quarantine Bowl.
Is it Matchbox scale Gaslands?
Yeah,
Is it?
I think so.
Oh, Jesus. Paint explosion. Just noticed a bit.
Rattler and Lucky are playing Gaslands on Sunday now.
Sorry, it was just a bit of the base I must have damaged. So, right. So, this stuff. Where's that brush so Lee don't kill me? I'm using this, an army painter brush. And I'm going to go like... That was the idea, was it was all going to come in between the teeth on this bottom lip. Don't need to be all of it. What are they saying?
He was saying having bored friends with 3D printers is great. He's 3D printing a proxy Blood Bowl team.
Who's that? Mark.
Mark, yeah.
Now, Blood for the Blood God tastes funny, right? But you do need to, you're not meant to, but you can kind of work this stuff with a little bit of, preferably water. Don't do what I just did. It doesn't taste nice. And let's try and get this right in here. Sorry. Oh, you got to tell me if I ever do that. Right in the bottom of the gob and under the tongue. So, sorry, for those of you watching that are not born in East London, the gob is the mouth. Alright, off camera, thank you, out. That's all I'm doing, like, right. Don't go all the way up, just in this bottom part. I've just got some on his tooth, his top tooth. Such a bit of a clean off. And like splatter it about. You don't, like, you want it all, you're not trying to paint, you're trying to, as if it was just all blood and guts coming out of this guy's gob mouth again. Let's rinse that off a bit. And just pull that down a bit so we don't kill that tooth completely. And then if you really wanted to, you could put just maybe a couple of little bits. Just right at the tip of the teeth.
Apparently, some of the Canadians are trying to reach out to you.
Yeah, tell them I'll get onto them tomorrow. Mark, I'll be onto them tomorrow, mate. So I'm pushing up rather than pulling down with the red. I don't want to kill the teeth, I just want it to look, and you'll notice it. And especially the bottom lip, you can really load the bottom lip, make it look just gross. Big mouth full of drill. See what that does? It's wicked stuff. And because it's got that gloss in it as well, and after you varnished, it changes bits. I'm just pushing little bits up into the side of the mouth as if he'd been eating. Oh, it's so good. It's so good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right. Let me get another gloss on. Where's my gloss gone? There it is. Because the first coat of gloss don't really do anything. It just seals it up. As you start getting more and more gloss, you get that kind of deeper shine. Right, one little hair dry, and we might be looking at a done piece. Don't about do it. There you go, Lee. I did it in an hour and I talked. 3 hours, Lee.
Captain Rex has put the lid on the red paint.
Which one's red?
I don't know.
I did. Did I do that? Cool. This one? There you go. It looks alright, doesn't it? Arching, I'm going to be getting... I'm going to be speaking to Lee about getting me some more of this kind of subject matter, so to speak. It was loads of fun, right? And it was loads of mad colours. It's not a golden demon paint job. This is not this. Anyone that's watched this stream and watched the other one back should realistically be able to even copy this, even if you didn't have the airbrush. The only bit that would maybe be a bit hard would be kind of getting the fades in the eyes, those kind of glowy greens, but you could still get somewhere very close with no airbrush. And a lot of it has been washing and inking and picking some great colours. It's so much fun painting stuff like this. It's so different. So yeah, there you go, guys. Nice and simple. Lee is for love. It's for love. You know I love you, Lee. Lee's inspired me to paint different things and to not take a million years to do things. And there's certainly stuff here I would have done totally different if I was painting this for a customer or something like that on a big commission. So, but
you wouldn't have been like, yeah,
I wouldn't
just throw some of that paint on there.
But no, but this is great. Doesn't it look great? Some mad colours. Mm-hmm. I want to play Dungeons and Dragons now with Archning. Look at the eyes. They're all looking at you. I do feel a bit silly that I didn't make this eye point that way a bit, but I never paid attention to the fact that all the tentacles were kind of pointing that way and the original sculpt of the eye. I'm happy to lose if you're learning. No, dude, it's a load of fun, and I hope everyone can follow on with this. So Al, let's just go main screen because we're going to wrap up a little bit early tonight. There's no need for me. Right, let's see what this does. Because it does that. Oh, look how great the eye looks. Oh my God, look how great the eye looks on green screen. Look, it's got I painted those galaxies, ladies and gentlemen, in their eyes. Look. Let's move it this way. I always get bad. Oh, look at that, Al, in behind the white.
Yeah, it's cool.
So if you guys like that, I'm going to do that as Monday's giveaway, if you'd like it. We'll do a little stretch goal and we'll get it given away to you guys. One of you lot can win it. If you don't want it as Monday's stretch goal, let me know.
Not Monday, though.
Oh, yes. Right. Yes. Breaking news. Let me get this bloody glove. Make my hands sweat. Right. So breaking news is we're not streaming Monday. You could get lost in those eyes. Oh, Mark. I love you, mate. Right. We're not streaming Monday because Al's a key worker and they've dumped on him. We can't do Monday at all next week. We will be doing the full painting stream on Tuesday next week, but we will be streaming. Is it Sunday?
Sunday, yeah.
Sunday, probably about between 6 and 7, maybe something like that sort of time. We're going to do our game Sunday. And Sunday, if you like X-Wing stuff, I'm going to have a couple of giveaways that are X-Wing related, not ships. It's going to be proper FFG prize support and not cards, dice, templates. So there'll be some nice stuff going on Sunday stream. So join in, and can you guys spam Alex with lists, and we'll pick 2 random lists out of the hat and we'll play those. Lucky can probably pre-sell it, put it in the post. Lucky. We need it. All right, excellent. We've wrapped up in an hour. What's going on? So yeah, it's finished, right? And we'll do, I'm not sure, Protec's on next. Protec is on next, but I think Protec's probably going to wait until 7 o'clock, like we said we were going to end. So give him till 7 to get himself sorted. I do believe he is playing the incredible little mini moth. Lee won the blue Shadowcaster I gave away. So I've lent Lee a couple of ships to go with it. So Lee's going to be playing some of my ships on stream. Tune in there. What day is it today, Al? What day is it, everyone? Thursday. So Lee does one. So Lee's, that's it. Just time for a cuppa. Zoe, put the kettle on. Time for another burger there. I'd like a burger rattler. I need the protein. Yeah, send me some rum and some stuff, and I'll send you some more stuff.
And some lists.
Yeah, and send us some lists, please, so we can play on Sunday. Thursday?
Lucky's telling you what day it is.
Thank you, Lucky. It is it's day, innit? Same day. Mm-hmm. Same day. And do you know the worst thing is because the sun keeps coming up. So it is like Groundhog. I wake up, 7 o'clock, I look at, oh, there it is, hiding behind the trees. It's Groundhog Day again. Any preferences for factions? No, just don't send us separatists, innit?
Separatists, we can't do.
We can't do separatists.
We don't have a Von Rag or a Fireball.
And we can't do anything with a Von Reg or a Fireball in it. But even if your lists do have like a ship we don't have, we'll make it work somehow. But yeah, no separatists, please, because I haven't got the ships. Other than that, chuck any list you want. I should be able to cover it. No massive TIE swarms, can't cover that. We discovered that. I sold them all. I did have 2 big TIE swarms. They all went. You're looking darker than yesterday. Because I've been in the sun, pups. So my morning routine is get up and I train pretty much all morning until about 12 o'clock. Do some sit-ups, do all of that. Go for a big walk, take the dog a little bit, you know. And I'm in the sun all the time. So I love it. And then I come and, yeah, it's great. I love the sun. It's good. Bring on the apocalypse if this is what it's like. Happy days. You know, I'm making light of it all, yeah. No one lose their crap, okay? Because you can send your complaints to the118.com. Right, I love you all. I'm going before I get myself in trouble because Al's shaking his head and going, why have you got to chuck down beef in the middle of COVID? Look, he's actually looking at it. It's because I got you here, Nanny, but I'm not scared of anything. Right, everyone, I'll see you on Sunday for some X-Wing and a nice giveaway, and I'll see you again on Tuesday for the next Rasta Mace painting. One love.